Episode 8, the Season 3 finale, opens at the salvage yard. Reacher takes out 2 of Quinn's men. Quinn's men then open fire on the ATF agents. A firefight follows. Duffy and Villanueva arrive and join the gun battle. Beck says Teresa is at the house and she looked like she was drugged. He saw them put her upstairs, but he didn't see where. Reacher gets one of Quinn's men to send a message to Quinn that all is good and they're heading back. Reacher updates Neely that everyone except the 3 of them, Beck and one of Quinn's guys, is dead. Neely updates Reacher that nobody left since the buyers arrived, so the deal hasn't gone down yet. Instead of taking out Paulie to get in, Reacher plans to get on the property in the trucks. He tells Neely to leave Paulie for him, since he owes Paulie. At the party, Quinn welcomes the buyers, Nasser and Walid, and shows Nasser a picture of his gift, Teresa. Quinn wants to complete the transaction now, but Nasser says he will enjoy the party and his gift first, then they will conduct business. The trucks return to the house, driven by Quinn's last man standing and Villanueva, who is barely managing his truck. They park the trucks, but Paulie approaches yelling, "They were supposed to park on the other side of the carriage house." Duffy tells Reacher to let Quinn's man tell Paulie they'll move the trucks, but Reacher already killed him since he couldn't find any rope to tie him up. Reacher tells Duffy he'll take care of Paulie and they should go find Teresa. Paulie opens the truck door and the dead body falls out. Reacher surprises Paulie and starts to choke him from behind. Reacher quickly learns that Paulie doesn't die easily, and the grand showdown between Reacher and Paulie begins. Neely will dress like one of the catering staff and keep an eye on Quinn so they'll know when the deal is going down. Beck tells them Teresa is probably in the east wing of the house, away from the party. He gives Duffy a skeleton key that opens every door in the house. Neely tells Beck to stay put because Quinn thinks he's dead. Villanueva will find Richard, who should be in his bedroom. The Battle of the Giants moves into the carriage house. Reacher and Paulie both survive the soil supplement avalanche. Then Paulie lets Reacher know how it feels to be choked by hanging him with a chain. Reacher breaks free, and the fight continues on the lawn. While that fight is happening outside, Villanueva runs into one of Quinn's men and has a fight of his own inside the house. Villanueva wins the fight, showing that he is old, but not obsolete. The Paulie fight then moves from a lawn fight to a sea fight. Paulie gets a strike to the throat and seems to be terminated. Although seeming to die in the sea, Paulie was just taking a breather and is now ready for round 3. The fight continues in the guardhouse and ends when Paulie attempts to shoot Reacher, but shoots himself instead, as Reacher plugged the barrel with a bullet. Paulie seems to die from the gunshot, but then he seemed to die in the sea too, so let's see what Reacher Season 4 brings before he is pronounced dead. Inside the house, Duffy does a door-to-door search upstairs the east wing and finds drugged Teresa in a locked room. Quinn tells Walid he has an appointment to keep and asks that they make the deal now. Nasser is on his way up to Teresa, but Walid agrees to conducting the deal now. Duffy heard Nasser coming in the room, so she hid and waited until his pants were down to show herself.
I should shoot your dick off for what you were about to do.
Reacher arms himself from the gun stock in the barn and takes out the men entering the barn. Nasser calls for his bodyguard, and Duffy makes good on her threat. She takes out the bodyguard and finishes off Nasser. Reacher enters the house and starts taking out the trash. Quinn shoots Nasser's men, grabs the cash, and makes a run for it. Neely, Duffy, and Villanueva join the gunfight. Beck hears the shots and leaves his hiding spot to look for Richard, but Quinn finds Richard first and takes him hostage. While Quinn is getting more arms, Beck points a gun at him and tells him to throw down his... Beck is using the toy gun. The glued section comes apart, so Quinn realizes it's a toy, gets a gun, and shoots Beck multiple times. Richard starts firing, and Quinn runs off. Beck succumbs to his wounds and dies. Reacher finds Quinn, but Quinn escapes. Quinn runs outside to see Taktarov approaching. Quinn doesn't have the money on him, so Taktarov tells his men to take him. Reacher appears, claiming Quinn as his. Neely makes Taktarov an offer he can't refuse. Take the money and hand over Quinn, or they all die. Taktarov decides to take the money, as that's what he came for. Taktarov takes the money and leaves, and Neely throws the previously diffused grenade paperweight to Villanueva.
You really don't remember me, do you?
No.
All that matters is her name was Dominique. Now you remember.
With his business now concluded, it's time for Reacher to move on. Duffy gives Reacher the "it's not you, it's me" speech, which saves him from having to give it to her. Reacher takes a bike from the garage, hits the road, and rides off to his next adventure.